Journaling exercises. These will help you be more productive and successful in designing your life. There's only 2 of them and they're very quick and easy. Before we start though, go someplace different than where you typically spend your days. Simply changing up your environment helps your brain think differently. A lot of times, to get where we haven't been able to go, it simply requires us to think and do things differently than we've ever done before. Looking for new ways of doing things until you find out what works specifically for you. And changing your environment will help your brain naturally do this. Also, choose a place that is peaceful and beautiful for you so that your mind can be relaxed and dream again. And listen to inspiring music, which will help you with these journaling exercises and designing your life. So let's begin. The first of the 2 journaling exercises. The first one is to jot down and write everything that you're grateful or thankful for. This won't take you much time at all, and it'll allow you to begin with a calm, peaceful, objective place when designing your life instead of a frazzled, overwhelmed one. The latter constricts your thinking, decision making, and your filtering abilities. Second journal exercise, what you truly value. Again, make a simple list of all the things you truly value in life, the things that are the most meaningful to you. Doing this creates a great base for your goals and designing the life you want. They will serve as an internal compass that will guide your goals and life towards your true north. Now, the main event, how to design your life like you are the main actor in your favorite movie or book so that you are more motivated to actually achieve your goals. First, write yourself as a hero in an epic tale because stories are more compelling than goals. Recall your favorite stories, books, and movies from childhood through adulthood. Most are a journey with these 4 basic parts. The first, the hero decides to embark on the journey, like you are deciding right now to start designing your life. Second, they struggle. Third, they overcome those struggles. And the fourth is they become a better person or who they want to be or who they were meant to be. Stories are scientifically proven to help you be more motivated and produce more action in achieving your goals or designing your life than typical goal setting advice, according to a 1999 study done at the University of California. In this study, they had 2 groups. The first group was told to imagine the journey they would take to achieve a goal that was currently stressful for them, and then to walk through the problem from the beginning to the end. What obstacles would they face? How would they deal with those obstacles like a hero in a story? Group 2 was told to imagine how it would feel to achieve a similar goal that was stressing them out, typical goal setting advice, and what it would be like if that problem was behind them. Both groups were asked to record their observations daily. Group 1 reported more action toward their goal, and they naturally sought out more support from others, and more of them reported that they had grown as a person. That's why I do goal setting this way, which is much different than a lot of other YouTubers have done on the subject. Before we begin, imagine that you have no fear of failing when you are writing this goal story or journey. This will help you discover what you really want, and it gives you the permission to set more ambitious goals. Write down your answer to these questions. Set a timer for 5 minutes and try to write everything down as fast as you can. The point of this speed is so that you'll let go of your past experiences, knowledge, all those other things that might hold you back from writing down or designing the life you really want. Ask yourself, if I live my life as though I was a hero in a story who was guaranteed to succeed, Who would I become? Go into detail. What emotions, feelings, experiences do you want to feel at the end and along the way? An old proverb states, the journey is the reward. So what is rewarding about your journey? Write a story that excites you and fires you up, that details your belief of what's possible and has a big compelling why, a heartfelt reason of why you want to go on this epic journey. What is the order of challenges or obstacles you would likely face to becoming that person, reach that dream, or achieve that goal? Who are the people that might hold you back? Weaknesses that you have? How will you get yourself to work when you don't feel like it anymore? What are the big dangers you will face? How will you master the skill or the subject you need to achieve that goal? How will you overcome a major setback? If you get stuck, keep re-asking yourself these questions. The second out of the three parts is start to make your epic story a reality as fast as possible. What is the very first moment that would let you know that you are on the right path to becoming the person you wanted to be? Examples, maybe your boss invites you in the office and congratulates you for the great work you're doing. Or maybe you get a promotion or getting a certain number of subscribers, web traffic, or sales for that day or week. Now take someone out to coffee, drinks, or pay for 30 minutes of their time who has done exactly what you want to do. Ask them, what are the big milestones that would guarantee that you achieve that goal? What are the best steps to take, skills, experience, training you should take, and resources you should have in order to achieve each of those big milestones on the way to your goal? And lastly, what are the 20% of activities that will produce most 80% of the results? Do this not only for your tasks, but also your time and emotions. Third, and the last step, now make yourself a roadmap that will clearly lead you to your goal. It's like a treasure map for your life. On your roadmap, write and draw where you are now and where you want to be, and then put the major milestones along the way that will let you know that you are on the right path based off your research or your interview with that person who's already accomplished that thing that you want. Then put in the best steps that you learned for achieving each of those mini goals or milestones. At the beginning of each new week, ask yourself, this week, what is the most important mini goals on these maps for me? Maybe it's preventing other things from being able to be completed, or maybe it's something you should simply test first before you spend too much time or money on it. Lastly, at the start of each new day, ask yourself, what task can I accomplish today to help me accomplish my weekly most important mini goals on my journey? Note, for a more detailed version of this, check out Dr. Laura Webb's paper on Psychology Today. There's a link for it in the document. Achieving your goals tips. Self-reflection. If you can make self-reflection a daily habit in your life and combine this, what I said earlier about trying different things out until you find out what works, I think it would be hard for you not to achieve your goals / design the life you want. Daily reflection. If you drew a map, you can put a red dot to symbolize that you took another step that day towards your goal. Review every day what your goals are. This will help you filter out all the things that don't matter in the long run for you. Daily visualize your goals every morning and revisualize them when it gets hard for you and you want to give up. Visualize yourself pushing through because your heartfelt, compelling reason why. You want to look at your goals daily. One way to do this is to frame your map and put it up on your wall. Make it one of the first things you see when you wake up and when you go to bed. Other ideas are to literally put it everywhere. To try to see it as much as possible. Put it in your car, in your bathroom window, on your desk, or maybe on your wall at work, in your wallet, a briefcase, on your fridge at home, on your nightstand, so you can see it again before you go to bed and when you wake up. The more you have your goals on your mind, the more likely you are to take action on them. And in this world of constant shiny object love and distractions, this can be very helpful. Remember, a decision is never made only once. It's remade every single day. Weekly reflection. Weekly reflection questions to ask yourself. Where am I on my journey? What are the things I need to stay focused on this week to accomplish my goals? The main struggle I faced last week in regards to my goals were if I was advising or mentoring someone dealing with that same struggle, what advice would I give them? Use that advice for yourself. Things I learned about myself and others in regards to my goals were: what daily habits would help me achieve my goals faster? What's not working? Why? What is keeping me from getting where I want to be? What can I do to make things easier for me to achieve my goals next week? And what can you learn from all this to do better next week? Remember, it's about progress, not perfection with your goals. Monthly reflection. Set a reminder to redo your maps or revise them. Things change in you or in your world, which sometimes you have no control over. But these things can give you greater clarity as you self-reflect, which may also cause you to change your goals slightly, completely, or just reprioritize them. Or at the very least, reevaluate your goals every month. Monthly reflection questions to ask yourself. What are 3 good steps I took towards achieving my goals last month? Praise the time and the effort as well as the steps / the tasks you accomplished. Example, figuring out what didn't work, Thomas Edison style, is helpful as well. 3 things I learned about myself this past month were: based off what I learned about myself, what should I do different next month to do better? 3 things I learned about others were, and based off what I learned about others, how could I do things better next month? I was really grateful and thankful for these things last month. Recall the proverb, the journey is the reward. What rewarding things happened last month? Share these with your loved ones. How aligned are you in your journey towards your goals? Reflecting and blowing stuff up until you find out what works. Get better by reflecting and trying new things. Remember, difficulties and roadblocks are just challenges you have not overcome yet, and your past does not equal your future. Most people try something new and it doesn't work. They just go back to their old ways of doing things instead of running experiments till you find out what does work specifically for you. That's how the most productive people in the world do it, according to Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit. Napoleon Hill once said, "The primary reason for failure is that people do not develop new plans to replace those plans that didn't work." Note, having a plan and reviewing it often gives you focus from your shiny object love in nature. Focus on activity, not the end result. Focus on the end result decreases your motivation and increases your chances of failure, according to a research done at the University of Chicago by Michaeli Csikszentmihalyi. Yeah, clarity boosts performance. Research has found that when people from all walks of life pursue clear goals, they feel their best and perform at their best. Give to get. Look at what you have to give up in order to have the time and the energy for that new goal you want to achieve in your life. What things do you want to let go of, are willing to let go of, sacrifice, time, energy, beliefs, or set boundaries around? Be intentional. Be decisive. If not, your shiny object love and mind will take you everywhere, which may or may not include where you want to go in your life. Don't call your goals goals. Call them personal promises or commitments to yourself. These will build a deeper connection. Remember, each decision in your life will move you closer or farther away from your goals. Commit to something and go all in. The more committed you are, the more likely you will achieve your goals. Pre-plan the best strategies to overcome the likely obstacles. Think about what things will get in the way from achieving that goal in your day-to-day. Make sure you do those tips or suggestions you have before making that goal each time, before starting that goal each time. And remember, your environment and friends are stronger than your willpower, so choose wisely. How easy is the first task or the next task in your goal to complete? On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be able to do it considering your whole schedule? If it's lower than 7, make it easier until it's 7 or above. Think about your most common failure points from your past. How can you pre-plan or do things differently that would make it less likely for you to fail in the future? How can you make the thing you want to do easier and more appealing? And or how can you make what you typically do instead harder or less appealing? How much do you believe you can actually achieve this goal? Again, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the number? If it's 7 or lower, make the goal easier or smaller so that you can achieve it. Or you can try the MIT method, MTI method, which I made up. The M stands for minimum, the minimum number that or goal that you will have absolutely no problem achieving. The target, what you actually want to do. And the I stands for insane, which would be absolutely insane or amazing if you actually did. If you don't believe it, you will lose confidence in yourself. And the smaller goals that you do accomplish will help build up healthy momentum for you to accomplish the bigger goals in your life or the ones that you organize farther down the path of your journey. And how bad do you want that goal on a scale of 1 to 10? Again, 7 is the minimum. 10 is the best. Achieving or becoming. Remember, goals are not about achieving something. They're about changing you to become better, like your favorite characters in your favorite stories. And lastly, accountability partner. Get an accountability partner. Think about what you can email or text them each week to prove that you made progress towards your goal or on your journey. Note, you'll get an accountability partner in the next lesson, lesson 3 of this course. Conclusion, the 3 R's and Y's. The first is the roadmap on the screen. This is a step-by-step process of the entire course that helps you achieve your goals. Second is review. Today you learned 3 parts of goal setting. The first was 2 journaling exercises to get you ready for goal setting. The second was a 3-step process for goal setting. And the last section was just extra random things that will help you achieve your goals. The third R is respond. If you want the shiny object loving checklist, that's like a Cliff Notes version of this entire video. Click on the first link in the first comment below. I'll pin it so it always stays on the top. Or if you want a faster, easier, more convenient way to apply what you learned in this video, click on the second link in the first comment below. That will take you to the course this video came from. The third is a Patreon link. $7 helps you not to have to imagine a world without these shiny object loving videos, and $7 grand gets you or your business in one of these episodes. So why do we do this shiny stuff? It's to help you work smarter and faster so that you can have more time in your life with the shiny objects you truly love. Our goal for you is not necessarily more money, promotions, or praise, although these courses will help you get those things. Our goal is to give you more time to get lost in the shiny objects that bring you joy and meaning in life. And hopefully, those shiny objects will leave a great impact on this world when you are gone. So no more feeling bad or being hard on yourself for getting distracted. I dare you to be different. I challenge you every week to work just a little smarter and more efficiently so that you could devote just a little more time each week with the shiny objects you truly love. Have a shiny month, souls. If you think you'll forget the next Shiny 7th video, which comes out at 7 a.m., it'll complement this video, and I'll actually do my own on the shiny wall behind me and be motivation for achieving your goals, designing the life you want. Click on the subscribe button and the bell notification wherever that is below this video. So thank you so much for your shiny object loving time, guys and gals. We have hoped that we have helped you out in just some small shiny way.